This video is a helpful guide for technicians that are new to using the Butec VJ-4 Borescope. Please know that Butec staff prides itself on customer service and is happy to answer any questions via phone call or email. We are here to help you. If you don't have a VJ-4 Borescope, the best way to experience one is with our no-cost demo program. To begin, users must be extremely careful when removing and returning the VJ-4 to its case. The VJ-4 video borescope will be stored in one of two types of cases, a spool case or a slotted case. Note, always return the borescope to its case when not in use to avoid unintentional damage. Also, be sure the joystick is in the center position and that the bending section tip is straight prior to returning the borescope to its case. First, with the spool case, slowly pull on the insertion tube, letting it naturally coil until the tip of the insertion tube is removed. Once the entire insertion tube is removed, with your free hand, remove the base unit by holding the handle and lifting it from the case. When returning the VJ-4 Borescope insertion tube to the case, first use the joystick to straighten the bending section tip. Then place the base unit into the case, then carefully feed the insertion tube through the spool feed. Now with the slotted case, first remove the protective tubing that is stored on top of the insertion tube. Slowly remove the insertion tube, letting it coil and hold with one hand. With your free hand, remove the base unit by holding the handle and lifting it from the case. When returning the VJ-4 Borescope insertion tube to the slotted case, first use the joystick to straighten the bending section tip before placing the base unit into the case. Then carefully place the insertion tube into the slotted channel. Before closing the case, return the protective tubing into the slotted channel, ensuring that the delicate insertion tube does not get pinched when storing. Before you begin an inspection, verify that an SD card is inserted and inserted correctly. Gently push the SD card in to eject it. The illustration adjacent to the SD card slot diagrams the proper way to insert the SD card, with the back side facing out. Carefully return the SD card into the slot and press until it is secured. Next, at the top of the VJ-4 base unit are two buttons, the on-off button and flashlight button. When the VJ-4 is powered on, pressing the flashlight button will illuminate one of two light options, a white light flashlight or an ultraviolet flashlight. To shut down or power on the VJ-4, press and hold the on-off button. The VJ-4 video borescope operates using two 18650B or 18650GA button-top lithium-ion batteries, which can be charged externally or internally. First, to charge the batteries externally, use your thumb and forefinger to press the two buttons on the sides of the battery compartment and gently remove the compartment from the handle. Now press and hold the battery compartment unlock button and slide the cover to remove. Load the batteries into the battery charger with the positive end towards the top of the charger. When returning the batteries to the battery compartment, align the positive and negative indicators and install the battery compartment cover. With the batteries placed properly in the battery compartment, batteries can be charged while still in the borescope by utilizing the micro USB-C cable and AC/DC power adapter. While charging is in progress, a red light will illuminate on the top of the borescope. When charging is complete, the light will illuminate green. Note, the VJ-4 video borescope can also operate without batteries and strictly on AC power. After every use, we recommend cleaning the VJ-4 video borescope. Start by wiping the OLED screen with a microfiber cloth to remove fingerprints, grease, or stains. The insertion tube can be cleaned with a Clorox wipe, followed by drying it with a dust-free cloth. The provided alcohol crush tubes are used to clean the lens. When bending the center of the crush tube, pressure will cause it to pop and release the alcohol solution. Gently clean the camera lens with the tip of the crush tube, followed by drying the lens with a pointed Q-tip. Make sure the borescope and insertion tube are completely dry before returning the borescope back into the case. Now, before we begin an overview of the VJ-4 user interface, know that every feature and function can be activated, adjusted, or controlled with the 2 mini joysticks, the 2 control buttons, or the OLED touchscreen. The VJ-4 video borescope consists of 3 icon screens which present 3 different levels of the user interface. Live image mode contains those functions that are used most often during an inspection. Menu navigation mode consists of the 4 functions of live image mode with the remaining 8 additional functions present. Finally, system settings mode is displayed on 2 menu screens and controls operational settings for the VJ-4. Beginning with all menu navigation functions, LED brightness ranges from 10 being the brightest to 0, which turns off all illumination. Screen brightness ranges from 10 being the highest intensity and 0 the lowest intensity. Display ratio offers 3 options: 1:1, 4:3, or 16:9. Image rotation and mirror rotates and mirrors the image, including 180-degree rotation, left and right mirroring, and up and down mirroring. Grid measurement provides 3 different grid sizes to be displayed on the screen to assist with estimating the dimensions of a specific object. The 3 options are 5mm, 10mm, and 20mm. Users can also use no grid. Image browsing accesses folders where images and videos are saved. Zoom offers 10 different levels, starting with the highest level of zoom, 2.5, and decreasing in increments of 0.15. Target distance offers 3 modes that automatically adjust color and exposure settings, and 1 that users can adjust manually. Mid-range is suitable for most inspections. Near range is used for very close distance inspections. Far range is best for long distance inspections. Negative color is used to change between color and negative color. Image freeze is used to freeze and unfreeze the image currently displayed. Use extreme caution to not move the insertion tube when the image is frozen and you are unable to visually guide the camera with a frozen image. White balance detects the color temperature of the photographed object and makes color adjustments. At the site of use, take a white piece of paper and place it 6 to 12 inches in front of the camera module. This will set the color temperature for the borescope camera. Next, we will review the System Settings menu, which controls operational settings for the VJ-4 video borescope. Folders are where you can locate saved images and videos, including creating, renaming, deleting, or designating a default folder. Annotation, when turned on, can display custom text on either images or videos. The image review time is the amount of time the annotation prompt will be visible. The optional Wi-Fi setting enables the VJ-4 to be wirelessly connected to a Wi-Fi enabled device, such as a smartphone, tablet, or computer. FTP allows both inspection images and videos to quickly transfer without physically connecting your borescope to a computer. Date and time can be set in either US or European format. Image name format provides several options on how files are saved. Checking tag and entering text will then display that text within the image name. Image formats available are JPEG, PNG, or BMP. Video formats available are AVI or MP4. The Hide Icons delay will change the time it takes for the screen to switch from menu navigation mode, with all icons displayed on the main screen, to live image mode. Auto shutdown setting allows the borescope to automatically power off when not in use. Languages available include English, Spanish, and French. The Update Software option should only be used at the direction of a ViewTech representative. SD card management will reformat the SD card. Note that all files and folders will be permanently erased when reformatting. Fast Folder Select allows users to quickly change the active folder while in live or menu navigation mode. Every VJ-4 can utilize Odin, a reporting software that effortlessly generates professional reports that are easy to share. Finally, the About setting will display the current software and firmware version. In addition to an OLED touchscreen display, the VJ-4 features a right and left control button, a left and right mini joystick, and a photo capture trigger. Press the right control button for 3 seconds to enter system settings mode. Use the left mini joystick and right mini joystick to toggle left and right, up and down, as well as pressing to select. Press the right control button to select or enter. Press the left control button to cancel and return to the live image mode. While in live image mode, toggling the left mini joystick up and down will adjust the LED brightness, and left to right will adjust the display brightness. Moving the right mini joystick up and down will adjust the zoom, while toggling the right mini joystick left and right will adjust the target distance. Pressing the right mini joystick will change zoom from the default setting to the last zoom setting. Pressing the left mini joystick will change the LED brightness from the default setting to the last LED brightness. With Fast Folder Select turned on, pressing the left control button will open and close this option, allowing users to quickly select active folders. To take a photo, pull the photo capture trigger. When capturing video to start and stop recording, press the left control button. Tapping the mark icon while recording video will mark red indicators during your video of areas to review. After capturing an image or video, press and hold the left control button to review the image or video. While pressing the right control button for 3 seconds enters the system settings mode. Pressing the right control button for more than 3 seconds enters the folder management system. Finally, with a VJ-4 dual camera, pressing and holding the photo capture trigger will switch between the front view and side view camera as the primary inspection feed. Users can also tap the switch camera icon on the screen and hide the non-primary image. Now, several important protocols to follow while using your VJ-4 video borescope. The base unit operating temperature ranges from -4 to 122 degrees Fahrenheit or -20 to 50 degrees Celsius. The insertion tube operating temperature ranges from -4 to 158 degrees Fahrenheit or -20 to 70 degrees Celsius. Do not use sharp objects or force when tapping the OLED screen. Do not over-torque, crease, twist, or fold the insertion tube. Do not yank or forcefully remove the insertion tube if it becomes stuck. Note, if any resistance is ever encountered while removing the insertion tube from an inspection area, do not yank or pull with force. Instead, gently feed the insertion tube back and forth using the joystick to carefully steer the borescope back out of the inspection area. Do not look directly at the light at the end of the bending section tip. Do not manually articulate the bending section tip with your fingers. Always use the joystick. Do not allow the insertion tube to lay on the floor while not in use. Do not cover the unit with a plastic bag or similar protective covering during use. Always store the borescope in the case while not in use. Always use the ViewTech provided power adapters. Always use the joystick to straighten the bending section tip before storage. Finally, always remove the batteries from the borescope for long-term storage. Thank you for taking time to watch this video and familiarizing yourself with the VJ-4 video borescope. The ViewTech Borescopes team is dedicated to supporting you with expert guidance, prompt responses, and reliable solutions tailored to your inspection needs. Your satisfaction is our priority. and we look forward to helping you achieve precise inspections with confidence and ease. The best way to experience a VJ-4 video borescope is with our free on-site demo program. Call to speak with one of our knowledgeable video borescope experts, and we will help find the best borescope for your inspection needs. You will quickly realize why VJ-4 Borescopes is the #1 seller of video borescopes in North America.